right, let's get right into it. My first candy bar review. Uh, as anyone who knows me, and as people come to know me, uh, Oreos in anything is like my favorite thing. Uh, Milk and cookies, Ben and Jerry's ice cream is my favorite ice cream. I usually go for cookies and cream if I'm at a ice cream store. The Oreo candy bar that recently came out is my favorite candy bar currently. Fried Oreos, Oreo milkshakes, Oreo mousse, all these things are the things I go for when I go somewhere. So it's my pleasure that my first candy bar review is going to be the Milka Oreo. It's called the Milka Oreo sandwich, right there. So right there, you can read that it says the Milka Oreo sandwich. And just to give kind of like the breakdown of how I'm going to be doing this is there's usually three basic things in like a food review from what I've looked up on the internet. It's the appearance slash presentation. Then there's an aroma, which since I'm going to be doing mostly candy bars and baked goods, most of the time I'm not going to be talking about the aroma, unless it's a baked good, of course. And then the last thing, of course, is how it tastes. So I'm not going to get into the presentation of every candy bar as to how they've packaged it, because for the most part, most adults and most kids who are old enough to understand, they go for something that they're going to like, not necessarily because something is shiny, unless you're a really young kid. So I'm not going to get into the presentation of the actual wrapper. What I'm going to get into is what the actual candy bar looks like. So let's go ahead and open this. So here we are. I'm going to be opening this up, if it lets me. Okay, so I'm expecting this to be kind of crunchy because there are Oreos in it. I don't expect this to be soft. I know a lot of times when Oreos get baked into things, they get soft, but this actually had the opportunity to sit in my fridge. The unique thing about this is that I know there's a bunch of Oreo candy bars that are out right now, but I haven't seen this one anywhere in the New York City area, which is where I live, in Queens. And I think I found this in Chicago, actually, and I said I gotta have it, and so it sat in my fridge for a little bit. So I expect this not to be very much along the lines of soft, but I do expect it to be crunchy. Okay, so it pretty much looks as packaged. There's a little bit of the cream leaking out, but that probably happened when they made it. And it looks like a candy bar with basically Oreos embedded in it, mini little Oreos in here. It doesn't look bad. It's broken, obviously, because it sat around in my bag as I came back, and then it sat in the fridge. It got tossed around a little bit, okay? So let's go ahead and have a bite of this. Okay. Well, first off, the chocolate. Oh man. The chocolate is so good. I can't even talk right now. So, chocolate is very rich and creamy. Milka is a company, and I think they do make the Oreo candy bars that are currently, you can find in any store right now, besides this one, obviously. And the milk chocolate is very rich and creamy. It's as crunchy as I thought. I don't really taste the Oreo cream in here much. Yeah, not really. That's not necessarily a negative thing for me, but in case you really do like the cream of the Oreos, which I know a lot of people do like, for example, they, separate the Oreo, like to have, have it that dipped in have that dipped in milk, and then, have it just one side of the Oreo and the cream. It's just like, having the cream itself. Here, I completely fumbled explaining how people like to eat Oreos. This is based on my loose memory of that classic commercial where I think the son and the dad, they like twist, like they're both like twisting the Oreo and then licking the cream. So that's what I meant. Like some people like to have just that cream part by itself and then like have the Oreo part separately. Actually, even when I was a kid, like the Oreo part was kind of like too rough or like hard for me to chew on, and like I always wanted the really sweet like cream in between. So like I know some people like that, so that's what I was trying to refer to in that part. And compared to like their other bars where there's like cream stuffed into it in little pieces of the Oreo cookie, this doesn't have as much of the Oreo cream going on, but it is very crunchy. It's like basically having a chocolate bar with Oreo in it. So as far as appearance goes, it looked pretty much as packaged. So just based on that, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I don't necessarily know what a 10 out of 10 would be at this point because this is my first candy bar review. But as we go forward, maybe we'll figure it out. So let's take a pause here and go over how incredibly stupid it was not to have a rating system set up before I did my first video. But after having some time to think about one, after originally failing to come up with one on the spot in that video, I came up with a 10 point or 1 to 10 scale rating system. And basically, let's just break it down into five parts for now, okay? So we'll start at the top. So a 10 and a 9 would be something that I absolutely love, and that if I'm asked to like share it with somebody, it like irks me. Like I'm upset to have to share it with someone, even like with my brother or with my wife or anything like that. I'm like, oh man, I didn't get to have that piece of it, or I didn't get to finish it. All right. And then as we come down, so like a 7 and an 8 is something again that I love, that I'm probably gonna finish. Just like a 9 and 10, I can probably finish it all in one sitting if I don't control myself. But if someone asks me to share with them, someone close to me, or anyone even off the street, to be honest with you, asks, hey, can I have a piece of that? It looks good. I'll be like, yeah, I don't mind sharing it. So that's where 7 and 8 is. So 7 and 8, something I don't mind sharing, which I love, and 9 and 10 is like kind of like I'll share it. I'm not I'm not gonna be a d-bag about it, but I'll still be like, oh man, I didn't get to have every single piece of it. And then as we come down from 7 and 8, 5 and 6, the delineation is going to be whether I would like spend my money to buy this item. So for example, 7, 8, 9, and 10, if I see it in the store and I want chocolate, or I'm craving something that's of that kind of like type of that, like that baked good or that cookie, I'll buy it. I'll spend my money on it. But once you come below 7, like 5 and 6, that's something I don't want to spend money on. If someone offers it to me for free, like I'm not gonna say no. I won't be like, oh, I'm not gonna eat this if I want chocolate or anything like that. So if I want chocolate and someone says, oh, here, have a piece of this, or do you want a piece of this, or do you want a piece of this chocolate, do you want a piece of this candy, I'll be like, yeah, sure. And then after 5 and 6, we're starting to get into like items that I will not accept even if it's offered to me for free. So forget about even buying it. Even if someone says, oh, you want a piece of this candy, you want a piece of this cake, do you want this cupcake, anything like that, I'll be like, at 3 and 4, I'll be like, no. But if someone insists, or if for some like dumb reason, like I didn't know that it wasn't going to be anything I like, I'll still try to finish it, if you get my point. Like I've bought something that I thought was going to be good, and then I take a bite of it and I'm like, oh, I probably will not buy this ever again. That would be a 3 and a 4. So example of that is, not to throw these guys under the bus, but so these pure protein bars I saw at Costco one day. I was like, oh, the flavors sound good. Why not try it out? Okay, unfortunately, it comes in like these 3 flavors, right? Like most bulk candy bars or protein bars do. So these 2 flavors, chewy chocolate chip and chocolate deluxe. Let's just start with chewy chocolate chip. This is not chewy. These are like cinder blocks to eat and get through chewing. I know some people are okay with having to chew for like 15, 20 minutes, or I don't know, they have stronger like muscles of mastication, chewing muscles or something, but those I could not eat. But there was a third flavor which I don't have any more of, which I would put in that 3 or 4 categorization. It was like their peanut butter flavor or peanut butter chocolate something whatever. But that one I ate it and I was like, oh, I'm probably not gonna buy this again. But I was like, you know what? I don't like throwing out food or wasting it, so I'm gonna try to finish it. And I was able to finish the entire box of that. Now the ones and twos is something that I will like strongly consider even like never finishing, like throwing out. So these flavors would probably fall into that category. Again, I'm not gonna like sugarcoat anything or like, you know, say every single thing I taste is good. So those two flavors are like my ones and twos. Like I have them in my house because I don't like wasting food, but like I cannot bring myself to like eat these. It'll probably take me like, I don't know, a year to try and get through the two, like I don't know, maybe there's like 9 bars in each box or something of those. So that would be my 1, 2, and sometimes I'll give something a 0, which I immediately go to the garbage and throw out. So 0 is like I'm gonna throw it out after taking one bite of it. Like I'll never finish it for sure. 1 and 2, also I'll like strongly consider throwing out, and it's something I wouldn't even take if someone offered to me for free. As of now, I'm still gonna try to finish these 2 things I talked about, and then 3 and 4 is something that I wouldn't buy again with my own money if I accidentally bought it, or if someone offered it to me, I wouldn't accept that as an offering to eat, even if I was like, you know, wanting something sweet or chocolate or anything like that. And then once you get to 5 and 6, that's something I would eat if it was offered to me for free. Then we're into stuff like I would buy if I was in a store and I saw something like that at 7 and 8. And then 9 and 10, same thing, I would buy in the store. If someone asked me to share it with them, it would kind of like, you know, like it would like, you know, hurt me, but I would never, you know, not share with someone or anything like that. But it would kind of give me that feeling like, oh, I don't want to share this. I don't want to share this pizza like the last slice. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that's my ratings, and then we can get back to this video again. But as far as taste go, again, I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I think people who would be very interested in that cream part wouldn't really be tasting it. For me, I like it. If I found it in a store, I'd buy it again. I'm definitely going to finish this whole thing. I'm not going to throw it out. So yeah, 8 out of 10 across the board, average 8 out of 10. Thank you for tuning into my first review. Hopefully we have a bunch more and have a lot of fun with these. Thanks.